Hey tubers, what's happening, man? Welcome to TED Talks Guitars and Life. Hey, if you like this kind of content, man, please like the video. Feel free to subscribe if you want to hang out with us some more. Today we're going to depart from what we normally have been doing here on the channel today, and that is me talking about budget guitars, doing upgrades to budget guitars, and my whole budget guitar journey. All the playlists, all the content is in the description below. But today what we're going to do, it occurred to me, and this is probably silly, but I've got 3 grandchildren who are interested in learning to play guitar. 3 out of the 9 grandchildren are interested in learning to play guitar. I bought 2 of them guitars a couple years ago, so really that's 5 out of 9. That's pretty good. I love all my grandchildren, man, whether they dig guitar or not. So I've been buying budget guitars and upgrading them for my grandchildren, and I've got one more coming. It'll be a kit build. I'm going to have to paint and all that, so that's a whole different journey. But today, man, I was sitting there talking to my wife the other night. I said, baby, it occurs to me I'm buying my grandchildren electric guitars. They don't have amplifiers. Some of you saw that coming. So I went out to Amazon and I bought 3 $29 guitar amplifiers. Okay, now, and I just thought, well, what I'm going to do, man, since I've got 3 grandchildren, I've got at least 3 different brands that I could find in a relatively quick Amazon search. Why don't I just buy 3 $29 amplifiers, okay, from 3 different companies, and do a little unboxing kind of thing, but more so just to kind of compare them on the channel. Now, some of you are already thinking, and man, I don't mean to project negativity, but I can hear some of you just thinking it, okay? So let me say out loud what some of you are thinking. Why would you waste $29 on an amplifier, man? You know that a $29 amplifier isn't going to be any good. Well, one, I'm sure that a $29 amplifier is not going to be a giggable amplifier, okay? But for those who are listening right now, if you've got children, grandchildren, they're interested in playing guitar, they've never played guitar before, they've never had an electric guitar before, or maybe you've got a friend and they're starting to get the guitar bug, and you'll know when they get it because you won't be able to keep from talking about guitars. Am I right about that one? And so maybe you're going to have kids, grandkids, a friend, and they're going to need an amplifier. Christmas is rolling around, the holidays. I don't have any affiliate links. I don't get any money if you buy any of these guitars or don't, but I thought maybe my journey would be helpful to you. So I've got 3 $29 amplifiers, and I'm going to do my best to open them relatively quickly. I've got a Telecaster on the ready who will be ready to go when the time comes. So all of these amplifiers, according to what I read on the Zon pages, are supposed to be 5-watt amplifiers. They are all supposed to have a clean and dirty sound, channels, if you will. They are all Bluetooth ready. And so what that means is you can plug in your, via Bluetooth, you can plug in your device and listen to tunes. You can plug in your device and run a backtracking track, some slow blues in E flat, hint, hint, and rock on with your bad selves, right? Using the amplifier. So all of them also are rechargeable. Now they range though, be careful, please always read the description should you buy anything. And again, you don't have to buy any of these. Certainly not for my purposes, but if you do, just know that they've all got a little bit of a different battery life. So it's 3 to 7 hours depending on the product that you buy. So I've got those listed out here in a minute. Maybe I'll be able to talk about those. So because I've got 3 grandchildren and I'm giving them guitars. My granddaughter, I got her the white, and this is the Lekato, the Keto. And so it's got a Bluetooth connectivity, it's got volume, it's got Bluetooth volume, it's got tone, it's got a clean and dirty drive channel, it's got a gain, and it's got an input. On the back, you've got an auxiliary jack, you've got a headphone jack, and you've got basically a USB like C type connection. Read the description to make sure that you're getting what you get. And then came, of course, with a charging cable. The second contestant on 3 $29 amplifiers is Sandry, Sondery. Sondery? I don't know. I don't think pronunciation is key here, although I would like to get it right. So this is the Sondery, and it looks a little bit more basic at the top, but you've got an overdrive and a clean switch. You've got gain, tone, volume, headphone jack, power button, and then on the side you've got your input for your guitar, and then you've got your, again, USB-C, I believe it is, charger cord, and you've got a rechargeable battery system. Okay. The last contestant on 3 $29 amplifiers is the Pogo Lab. And the Pogo Lab has a Bluetooth switch. It has a master volume, drive volume, tone volume, another drive volume, and then a clean and overdrive channel switch. Input jack on the front, and on the back you've got a power USB-C, again, I'm pretty sure that is. Read the instructions, and a headphone outlet as well. So I've got the white one for the granddaughter getting the pink guitar, and then I thought this was going to be more yellow. Those pretty much both look orange to me, but one of my grandsons, the grandson I'm buying the kit guitar for, because, you know, I just love to learn things and learn how to paint a kit guitar, is digging the orange in his life. So I got this ideally for him. And then my third grandchild that I got the Blue Burst Telecaster for, I'm going to give him the other one. Okay? So I do not know, and these are probably things that you should investigate before you hit record on your recording device. Let me make sure I got the spec right on the hours. So the Sandry, the smallest of the amp, I was telling my wife, I was trying to describe what these were going to look like, and I said it's kind of like an alarm clock. And the old cats on the video right now, why, we all just chuckle a little bit because we can remember having a physical alarm clock. These days, most everybody just uses their phone or whatever. But okay, so the Sandry actually has the longest rechargeable battery life according to the advertisement. Okay, it boasts a 7 hours of battery life. The white one, the Lekato, boasts a 6-hour battery life when fully charged. And then the Pogo Lab comes in at 3 hours of battery life when fully charged. So another reason that you might want to pursue getting a $29 amplifier, and if you're not just looking for a Christmas gift, and hey, Christmas is right around the corner, and maybe a birthday, or you just have a friend that's getting into the whole guitar thing, maybe you just want a portable amp to, you know, take out to the lake and sit around and jam, you know, or whatever. Anyway, none of this is descriptive for you. This is one man sharing a journey, right? This is my journey, TED Talks, guitars, and life. I thought what might be the fairest is if I took one of those cheapo cables that your child, grandchild, your friend is going to get if they buy any kind of budget guitar, or really any guitar at all that comes in a box that they bought online will have a cord in it. Looks something like this. These cords are not fantastic. However, they may do the trick. I guess we're about to find out. So I do not know if these come fully charged or not. I happen to have a Telecaster standing by. Now, I thought the cord was important. I don't have, and I don't apologize, because man, I'm glad to be done with some projects. But it is of interest to me that the only guitars I have laying around the shop now are guitars that I know that have good pickups in them. So this, I don't know how fair this is going to be of the amplifier. And you know, man, there's always a debate, you know, what's more important, an expensive guitar, an expensive amplifier. And many people would say an expensive amplifier is more important. This is the Pogo Lab. I'm not thinking much about product placement. Guys, I'm not selling you anything, man. I'm just a granddad, man, who, just old Poppy here, trying to figure out his life. So this is the Pogo Lab. Let me just try to get it set up a little bit. I'm going to put the guitar on full 10 everything. I got the amp kind of facing me because I've got a mic. So that's just clean. It's got a little tone volume. Slight difference in that, not a whole lot. You know, man, if you were sitting around the bedroom, or you were at the lake or something, I really didn't know what I was getting for 29 bucks. Okay, now that is, I went from the bridge pickup on the neck pickup on my old Firefly Relic. These are the Artec big pole pickups I keep talking about. And so those pickups, the neck pickup is just hotter than the bridge. But I haven't touched the amp. Okay, everything's still on 10 on the guitar. The amp is still, you know, haven't touched the volume on that. I just went to the, here, I'll show you. There's neck. Here's bridge. It's just the way these pickups work. Okay, so that's not, that's middle position. So that's not suggestive that the amp is doing anything different. It's my pickups, okay? But that big Artec big pole, man, and the neck, it's just bright. Okay, so, you know, there's no effects on here, but we do have 2 channels. So let me attempt to Go over to overdrive on this bad boy. See what happens. Let's see here. Just trying to get. Okay, Pogo Lab, I feel you, man. I feel that. Okay, well, I don't think we have time for me to establish Bluetooth connectivity with everything. But I don't know, what do you think, man? Pogo Lab, 29 bucks. You know, your kid, your grandkid, your one of your buddies wants to learn how to play guitar, doesn't have an amplifier, doesn't have a guitar. You know, that thing, man, sometimes life happens, man. I can remember a season in my life where I had to sell all my gear, man. It's a sad, sad day. And when I got back into playing, when I had to start over, man, having a $29 amp just sitting around, just something to play, man. I mean, you guys, y'all who play know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now I'm trying to find on the Lekato here. Oh, power off. Okay, so on the Lekato, there's no on-off switch. It's just if you turn it all the way down, you hear the click? Apparently that's what turns it on and off. So again, I don't think you need to, you can't see this from there. I need to fire my camera guy. That's me. And let's just kind of turn the guitar down so I don't do any damage coming in. Now this one has, of course, it has Bluetooth switch, which is not applicable in our scenario. I did hit the light so that you could see that it's searching for a Bluetooth connection. Of course, it's not going to find one. And so it's got a Bluetooth or an auxiliary volume. So along with the Bluetooth, it also has an aux in the back. I was watching somebody the other day who had one of these, and they said there's a way you could take that aux and connect it to a board. I don't know if that's possible or not. Why are you talking about things you don't understand, Ted? Well, Ted Talks, Guitars and Life. Doesn't mean I'm right. Okay, this is the Lekato clean channel. Bring this up here where I can see some stuff while I'm talking to you. Alright, so we are at alright, this is neck. This is the less, you know, output pickup in this guitar. I hear a little spank in there? I believe I did. Okay, Lekato. Alright, let's try my big pole neck pickup, man. Whoa! Okay, now in this one key distinction. This one has two speakers in it. This is the Lekato. There are 2 speakers in there. I don't know how much stereo equivalent we're getting. Man, that ain't bad. I was just sitting around the house. Trying not to wake my baby up, you know. Alright, so let's go a little overdrive, man, and see what happens. What we got here? Uh-oh. That was neck. This is bridge. Yeah. I think who I'm giving these to is changed a little bit. Alright, let me talk to the old people for a minute, okay? Y'all remember, man, when we were kids? You remember when you were 15? Huh! And you were going to buy your first amplifier? Could you get anything like that for $29? You could not. I could not. Maybe because I was in small town Oklahoma, man. I don't know. But dude, I'm telling you, that ain't bad for a little practice amp for a 9 to 15-year-old or anybody that's, man, Lord forbid, if anything happened to all my gear and this is what I could find to have in my room and jam, maybe it's those 2 speakers, man. I don't know. The Pogo Lab, there are 2 speakers in here too, man, but I don't know. You guys be the judge, man, but I'm liking that Lekato right now, man. So the last but least is the Sandry. And I can't tell from looking through the vent here if it's 2 speakers or not. Alright, so here we go. I will find this again has the most basic plate on it. I'm in the input jack. It's got the USB. It's got a power switch here that I'm going to attempt to turn on. Oh, I see a power light. It's got a headphone jack on it. Oh, I see. Okay, that's Bluetooth apparently. Yeah, I was turning the Bluetooth on. The power button is, I know maybe what you're thinking. Man, maybe you should run through that before you do a video. What'd be the point of that, man? It'd be no fun. Alright, so let's see what we got here, man. Let's start out on a little clean. We'll put the tone in the middle. We'll put the volume in the middle. We'll put the volume on blast. Give it some gain. Oh, there she is. Uh-oh. I feel you. Man, that came right up, didn't it? Wow. Man, I'm scared to go to neck, man. Oh! Dude, 5 watts. Alright, you guys get the point, right? It's a clean channel, man. I keep turning the guitar down. Man, this little boy right here, man, was, dang, I was smoking loud. What is going on here at the Sandry, man? This is the smallest one. Man, people today, I know, Poppy, you walked to school both ways up the hill and all that in the snow. Oh man, I sure did. Oh! Alright, now y'all don't blame the amp on my nonsense playing, okay? Alright, so that's clearly the overdrive channel. I'm at like half volume. Let me turn it this way. I'm gonna have to, truthfully, I'm gonna have to watch the video to see if that's even just overpowering the mic or if you can even hear it. Alright, that's half. Here's full. Should we do a little neck? So, what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and family, are three, you know man, I got to do it. I just got to. I got to go back to the Pogo Lab for a minute. Because to me, man, the Lekato and the Sandry, man, they were pretty banging. I don't remember I remember the Pogo Lab being a little underwhelming. I'm gonna give it one more try. You guys okay with that? Maybe I didn't turn a switch or something, man. Let's give it another shot here. You know, man, I'm all about fairness here at TED Talks Guitars and Life. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Let's just see what we got. Gonna go full volume. Let me go down on the master and let me, I'm gonna go clean channel. Well, that's louder than I remember it. Is it me? It could be me. You guys be the judge. That's not bad. And I bet that is the neck pickup though, so that should be louder. See, that's bridge. That's a little underwhelming to me by comparison. I mean, it's got some spank. Yeah, I'm just checking with the tone. I don't really know what that tone. Alright, so we're kind of maxed out on the clean channel. Get a little overdrive since we're here. Oh, come on, baby, calm down. We start out bridge pickup. Give it some dirt. That's about not even half. Let me go to half. So here's 5. That's a bridge pickup. Dare I go to 10? All right, Pogo Lab. Maybe I did something wrong. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I ain't doing that to you. I know that was overwhelming. Okay, so loud. I don't know what I was doing before, but you can go back and listen to the samples if you want. Neck. Now just because all that drive is available, doesn't mean you want to use it. I mean, you might want to use it, but you know, man, maybe you want a little something a little more, a little less dangerous sounding. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Maybe just a little bit more dirt. So I just thought I'd bring it down off like full blast, man. So yeah, I don't know. Well, one, let's just kind of walk through a couple things. So battery life, I think, is a consideration. And again, that was just my Artec big pole pickups in a Firefly Telecaster. Cheapest cord I've got at the shop. Something that came out of one of my budget guitars. Chords are chords. I know, tell me in the comments how I'm wrong about that. Okay, so you got your Sandry. Again, the Sandry. Less confusing on the buttons. Okay, so very simple interface. If you've got a super just getting into it, that might be helpful. The Pogo Lab, again, this one has the lowest of the battery life, but on the second go around, I thought it was pretty loud. I don't know what you thought. Lekato is probably the most complex interface. Okay, so if I'm a beginner and I'm looking through this, okay, volume, tone, gain, overdrive, button, switch. Anyway, they'll figure it out, man. Anybody that wants to play guitar is going to figure out how to turn their amp on and off. But yeah, so if I were ranking these, okay, this is just me, I'd go Lekato. I just remember, man, that was the first one, man. When I heard it, I was like, all right, now I'm feeling that. And then I'd have to go Sandry and then Pogo Lab. And here's why about the Pogo Lab. I know originally I was like, man, I don't know if I could really hear that. But then when I kicked it in, I don't know what I did different. But when I kicked it in, man, it was full bore in. And it was a little too loud. I don't know. Call me crazy. Well, man, that's the breakdown for me. So overall, I'm impressed with all three of them. Again, these are $29 amplifiers, rechargeable, 3 to 7 hours of battery life. They're for my grandchildren who've never had an amplifier before. These are killing anything that I had when I was 15 that I paid $100 for at a pawn shop. I'm just telling you, they are. Now maybe that was just my story. Man, tell your story in the comments. Man, I'm having such a blast hanging out with y'all. I love your comments. I love hearing about your story. Even when those of you tell me I'm crazy. Man, you do you. Buy the amplifiers you want to buy. Dig what you want to dig, man. Rock on with your bad selves. Wherever you are in your guitar journey, man, I'm praying it's a long, smooth, safe ride for you. I'll catch you on the next one.